Welcome to a beautiful Tuesday evening. Digital Sim Sports Network, the Dirt Racing Network, live coverage of the ERA AMP Challenge Series. Pavement late model stock car. Boy, that's a mouthful. Round number one, season opener for this season. 2024-25 winter. Right here from Lanier Speedway. Got 21 drivers checked in for tonight's action. Wanted to get things started just a little early with you folks because we are going to have a little bit of a change to our regular programming. Most of you are used to us coming in on Tuesday nights watching these guys race and doing an over-under on caution counts. We're no longer going to do that. We're going to change it up a little bit. I am going to pick a random finishing position. You're going to give me a driver's name. I'm going to put their name with your name, and if that driver finishes in that position, we'll figure something out for a prize. Try to see if we can garner something a little bit different out of our, let's just call it friendly wagering here at DRN. So I'll announce the position throughout the warm-up, qualifying, and the pit party and pre-race. And when they roll off from the starting grid, no more names will be taken. So, if you got family and friends, if you're one of the drivers out there and you got somebody that you think wants to come and play with us, watch a race, make sure you let them know. And I think we're going to start out with a fantastic, lucky little number. Tonight we're going to pick the number 7. So, give me your driver who you think will finish in 7th, and I'll get them associated with your name. You've only got a little bit of time here, so got about 5 minutes in this session. Qualifying lasts about 4 or 5 minutes, and then about a 5-minute warm-up where they'll have a pit party. Everybody will come out together, try to make some laps with each other. So you're going to have about 10 minutes to figure this out, maybe 12. Who do you think will finish in the 7th finishing position in this race tonight right here at Lanier? And hi, Bill. It's good to be back. Okay, now don't you be calling and telling him. Let's see. This is our 4th show this week. 1 tomorrow night, 2 on Thursday, and 1 on Friday still to go. A lot going on. We need to get an official schedule up over at the Facebook page for sure. A lot of racing going on, especially the cold part of the year when everybody's kind of cooped up inside. We're going to get a lot of races going on. Couple of series are closing out. We got one closing out this week, Thursday night. Netcode Esports Red Driver Mighty Midget Series closing out the 2024 D and 2024 overall. They'll be crowned in 2 champions. It's going to be the same guy. I'm confident it's going to be the same driver over there for their Iron Man champion. That's the 56 race deal or 58 race deal for the season, and then the 2024 D season. And he looks to be going back to back. He won the 2024 C season. He'll pick up the title for 2024 D and grab that Ironman, which is probably their most coveted trophy. So That'll be Thursday night. Tomorrow night, Midwest Truck Series, their last race in 2024. They will kick off about 8:30 Eastern, give or take 5 minutes. And then Friday night, 10 Eastern, American Dirt Series 360 Wing Sprint Cars, round 2 of that series. Before we get into a short week for Christmas, we'll have Sunday races, Monday races, a Tuesday race, and then we will be off until Friday that week. So, I didn't think you were. You guys are way too honest for all that. You need to get Beards in here. You need to get Jay in here. Oh, man, Mindy needs to get in. Barbara needs to get in. I don't see Mr. McLaughlin, though. I don't know. Maybe he's not running our series, and that would be sad because I always enjoy interacting with Barb. If you're new watching tonight, make sure that you pick your driver you think is going to finish in the 7th spot at the end of the 75-lap main event tonight. Got to get it in before they roll off of the starting grid. So you're only going to have about another 9 or 10 minutes here at most. Maybe not even that much because I don't think qualifying is all that long. A couple of minutes, maybe 3 or 4 in qualifying and 3 or 4 in that pit party. So you got less than 10 minutes probably. Make up your mind and shoot it into the chat. YouTube, Twitch, Facebook. I don't care where you're at. Say hi. Let us know you're watching. If you got a favorite driver, man, you know what? 7th place tonight. Who's going to finish 7th? That's what we want to know. Got the 2 Connors at the top. DeMoore, Town, Rutherford, Delaney, Matt Eddy, 7th quick in pre-race practice. It's all the old normal guys here. Only 1 or 2 names that I do not recognize. DJ Oxford, Milwaukee. You are watching from BFE. We know where you're watching from, Tiny Dancer. Ooh, Tiny Dancer going to play a little bit tonight. So that's a couple. We need some more. Driver that is going to finish 7th at the end of the main event tonight. If you tell me who you think that is, I'll put your name and their name together. If they are 7th at the end, I'm going to figure out some kind of prize to give you. Qualifying, and then they're going to have a pit party where they get all the guys to come out together and run a few laps so everybody kind of gets used to racing each other a little bit, and then they'll grid them out. Once that happens and that pace car moves, no more names will be taken. So whoever you think from this field tonight is going to finish in the 7th position, better get them shouted out pretty quick if you want to try to win a prize. All right, qualifying drivers have started to roll out. We got a bunch of them. There's Mark Herzog. Haven't seen him in the series in a while. Now, these guys have been off for 2 or 3 weeks. Andrew Rutherford, quickest right now, 13:83. DeMoore, second quick. We have not seen the 90s come out. We are looking for Adam. Vinny was 4th quick on lap 1. And that might be it for him. He's done. He's got both laps in. Here comes Dylan Delaney in the 60 car around. Matt Eddy goes to the top, 13:83, and just a couple of thousandths quicker than Rutherford. Looking for, there we go. Here comes Joe. Oh, he came out, I don't know. He's getting restarted there on the front stretch. Or on the back stretch, I mean. Going to come around and try to put some quick time down. Joey Connor already through, and Joey Connor 16th quick on lap number 1. Dylan Connor, well, of course, he's going to go straight to the top. 13:77, decimated the field right there. Joey Connor going to be second quick at 1380. I am not shocked. There was the guy that I thought, Town, and he went third quick. I thought I was going to be able to click on him fast enough to watch the end of that first lap. Can he improve on lap number 2? It was 1381. He is 1388 on the lap number 2. So pretty close. Just not enough to move him up any further. So Dylan Connor, Joey Connor, Jeff Town, Matt Eddy, and Andrew Rutherford, the top 5 in qualifying. You're running out of time, folks. If you want to get in on tonight's who's going to finish where, the chosen spot is 7th place in the 75-lap feature. Pick your driver. I'll attach your name with their name. Watch to the end of the show, and if they finish in 7th, the driver you picked, you got to send us a private message. Let us know you were the winner. We'll confirm it, and we'll figure out a prize to send you from the Dirt Racing Network, Dirt Slingers Racing League, somewhere. Heck, you never know. We might send you to Chick-fil-A. You never know what we might do. All right, we've only got 3 drivers. Chris Griven did not take, and then we got 2 rookies, Brandon Zachary and DJ Oxford. No qualifying.
Okay, I got my display activated here, so I'm going to type the names in. If you're not familiar with how we do this, our JD7 Motorsports Lucky 7 redraw is our top 7 in qualifying. We will randomize using random.org's list. We'll do it 3 times, and whatever comes up as the third is our results for the starting of the Lucky 7. Anybody that is in the 7, your Hard Charger and Hard Luck awards are based on your qualifying position, not your redraw starting position. So let me get that typed in, and we'll do the redraw in just a second, everybody. For the record, the 102 was given an ERA veteran number. We just forgot to change it. That is why there is a 102 qualifying.
Slacker.
Some TV guy kept me busy here. I didn't get everything done.
We're not going to open that can of worms, are we, sir?
Just having some fun, Roger, while I'm typing.
Yeah, the fans are going to get a kick out of this whole thing.
So can the fans hear us in this chat?
At this point, they can during the redraw. Once we get done with the redraw, they cannot, as Roger will be back in his own channel, but he's here for the broadcast. So, Roger, here we go. We're going to randomize here 3 times. There's the first randomize, second randomize, and our starting order will be the 70 of Rutherford with the 90 of Joey Connor to the outside. Row 2 will be Dylan Connor on the inside with Demore on the outside. Eddie and Tom will make up row 3 with Turnmeyer, the short end of the stick, but that's where he qualified, so no harm, no foul. All right, the JD7 Motorsports Lucky 7 redraw complete. I'm going to unshare the screen, and we'll get ready for the drivers' meeting.
All right, guys, you heard it. Right there, you got to watch the redraw. And Mr. Wordman and myself having a little fun back and forth. He sent me all of those logos in that bottom right slideshow tonight, and they were all in a format that was absolutely unusable. And I had him redo them so we could have that tonight, and giving him a tough time about not changing drivers' numbers. So admins are a lot of fun, especially if they're able to give as much as they take, and that's awesome. So these guys are going to get everything squared away. Everybody's going to get stuff written down they need to get written down. And they were going to come out for a little pit party. You have until we roll off on the grid if you want to get in for a chance to win a prize on who is going to finish in the 7th position after the 75-lap feature. Shout them out in the chat. Type it in. I don't care if you're on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. Get it in there. And we will see it. And I will get it all recorded. And then at the end of the feature, if your driver has finished in that 7th spot officially, You got to send us a private message, Dirt Racing Network on Facebook, and we'll get you taken care of with something. We may send you a glitter bomb. You never know. It's random here. I work with people like Tiny Dancer, Scott King, and between the two of us, we're going to have a pretty good idea of something pretty entertaining to send somebody, I'm sure. So 18 of our 21 drivers took time. As you heard, Jeffrey Town's name being mentioned in there, driver of the 102. He should only be the 2 car, and it will be on the track. He is definitely a one to watch. He, the 91 car, the 88 car. I do not see the 27 tonight. I am saddened by that because that guy's always a threat too. I wonder what was keeping him from racing. The 11 car, multi-time winner in the series. Matt Knowles has picked up a win here. So we're just waiting for him to finish the driver's meeting and advance the session and get the pit party going. All the guys are going to roll out. They're going to kind of group up, and then they're going to try to, air quote here, race a few laps just to get familiar with, cars being around and how things are going to kind of look when we drop the green so that we can minimize any surprises and possibly cut down on a handful of the cautions. There's nights when these guys have been so good, clean, awesome, excellent races, and then we've seen a few nights where it got a little rough and tumble, and some of that could be because of tracks. Some of that could just be because guys unfamiliar with racing each other. That happens when you get new people in a series. But they are trying to curtail all that, and I applaud them for. Anything you can do to try to improve your series is very special. It means you care a lot about what you do. There are so many leagues that just throw a product out there, and, man, they just want cars on the track and want to watch guys go around in circles, whatever it is, and they don't necessarily put on fantastic shows. All right, they are going to advance. The drivers are going to group up. They're going to come out. They're going to pace around just enough to get a few cars into formation, and then I believe they are going to cut it loose and let them race for just a few laps. I appreciate everybody being here. Appreciate your patience, waiting for them to get through the session. Make sure you subscribe, YouTube, Twitch, and Trovo. Like, share, and follow over on Facebook. You'll know everything we're doing. Don't forget to go to the Facebook page and go to the Dirt Racing Network and that pin post at the top. We have swag. We have T-shirts available for order. You can one-off them. We don't have to wait until we get a bunch of orders. We can order them one at a time. They ship direct to you. I think we got a couple of people in the chat that already have shirts. I can definitely tell you about them. Here we go. They are getting ready to move some drivers out. I think as many as can make it out, I think they're going to request to come. There we go. Now we might have that. So, yeah, you can see pretty much the entire field is rolling around. They're going to head out onto the racetrack, group up, and they're going to start making laps. That's Jeff Town we're looking directly at right there in that 2-car. Says 102 on all of the scoring. We're going to line them all up here. Back trying to get a look. Oh. That hurts. We got about 16 or so of them out here, so they'll get some good laps in. And quality shirts too, like Bill said, they're good shirts. They're not just cheap, thin. Only a couple of minutes, guys. If you're going to get your pick in, who will finish in the 7th position tonight at the end of the 75-lap main event? You got to get it in before that pace car rolls from the starting grid. 1 minute from now, probably another 60 seconds after that. You're going to have about 2 minutes here. Once that session swaps over, it's only a short amount of time before they have to be on the grid, and the pace car is going to roll away. There's a car around. That looked like Pete Dillon that went for a ride right there. So make sure you got, I've got 2 people that have picks already in, so we are going to figure it out really fast. Oh, there goes Matt Knowles. We see the 11 of Vinny right there with Westendorf. We are going to see a lot of this side by side tonight. I can just about guarantee you this track lends itself to having a couple of lanes of racing. Hey, Paula, thank you. All right, that's the end of the practice pit party session. Now they will move on to the 75-lap feature. We'll run through the starting lineup. Once that pace car rolls, no more picks. Who's going to finish 7th? If you want to play, get the name in. All right. Time to get down here and look at the starting grid for the 75-lap features. This will get changed up a little bit. We are going to jump to 8th place. We know Pete Dillon is going to start there. Row number 5. The 11 of Adam Vinny will be on the inside. The 60 of Dylan Delaney on the out. Your 6th row, Mark Herzog. Inside in the 57. Outside, Matt Knowles in the 15. Andrew Perry, the 33. He has the inside starting spot in row number 7 next to John Payette in the 5. The 8th row will be made up of the 81 of Jeff Werdeman on the inside, the 46 of John Brunner on the outside. Row 9 is Josh Westendorf, the 92 inside, Barry Hines in the 8 car on the outside. In the 19th starting position, newcomer Brandon Zachary in the 119, then DJ Oxford in the 137 in 20th. And your final starter, the 12 of Chris Griffin. They will shuffle the front of this field. And we'll see Andrew Rutherford and Joey Connor in the 90, the 70 and 90 on the front row. Then Austin D'Amore, the 7. Dylan Connor, the 91. Connor on the inside, D'Amore on the out of that row, and then Jeff Town in the 2 next to Matt Eddy. Eddy has inside position in the 3rd row, and Marvin Turnmeyer drew the 7 pill, so he will start on the inside next to Pete Dillon. 75 times around. We have 3 players tonight for our who's going to finish in 7th. And the green flag is in the air. Oh, we are underway, round number 1 for the AMP Grading and Excavating Challenge Series. Rutherford out front. Connor's not going to waste a lot of time. He wants to go real fast, real hard, get the lead, and then he's going to want to settle back, kick in, and just try to manage and control this entire 75-lap race. Nice, steady, even. I told you we'd see a lot of side-by-side racing. They're doing it right there for 3rd. Matt Eddy has it. Connor wants to get it, and if Connor stays up to the top too long, he's going to fall way back because here comes the 7 of D'Amore. And the door stayed open long enough that Austin D'Amore will move right into that spot. Joey Connor's in the wrong place. He is going to get freight trained because that inside line is eventually just going to move right on by. D'Amore slipped in 3 and 4, gave Connor a little bit of an advantage. And now Connor will move into 4th, D'Amore to 5th. Town is on the outside in the 2 car. He's trying to fend off Turnmeyer and trying to attack D'Amore. That is right there in our position. The 7th spot. We're still early. We are just 10% of the way. Turnmeyer working by. There's Adam Vinny in the 11. Vinny currently in 8th, will probably get around town, be 7th, and then he's going to have to go after Marvin Turnmeyer. He got there already. Great run out of turn number 4. So Town gets in line back in the 8th spot. Adam Vinny in 7th. Turnmeyer making a move on D'Amore right now, and he's got him to the high side, and Adam Vinny is right there. Connor got around Rutherford, and so did Matt Eddy, and now the 91 car is out front in control. These guys are going to play heck trying to pass him. The boy is just too good at managing the race, managing the tires. We're going to have our first caution. Barry Hines is going to have a problem back here. Let's go watch the 8 car. He may just get into something from somebody else. I'm not sure because he's at the back of the field. Oh, yeah, there was a lot. That was, Pete Dillon is in this. I'm trying to figure out where all these guys are on my list. Let's go back and look at that again. And we're going to watch Westendorf instead. Oh, Pete Dillon gets it kind of started. Payette got into the back of. I think Matt Knowles and Pete Dillon may have gotten together. And we'll go look one more time and see. Oh, 7 car just slowed. Almost came to a stop right there. Wonder if he had some kind of mechanical failure because he come up out of the corner and he was... Looked like that car just lost complete power. Wow. Jeff Werdeman didn't have a chance. So we're going to slow it down on lap number 11. Connor, Eddy, Rutherford, Connor, D'Amore, Turnmeyer, Vinny, Town, Herzog, and Perry are the top 10.
All right, man. Light you back on the pace car. We're not going green this time. We are not going green.
Matt Knowles is on pit road. DJ Oxford. Oxford is already 12 laps down. He must have missed a start. I don't know how you get 12 laps down. We're only on lap number 12. Make it 11 laps. I'm sorry. Thought that showed 12 a second ago. It must have been an optical illusion. So, Dylan Connor and Matt Eddy are going to get us restarted here in the front. Now, leader at the time of caution will have lane choice on the next restart, but they must wait for the green flag in the zone and wait for iRacing to give us the start.
Green, green, green.
In the zone, the green flag came out. Matt Eddy may try to make a run here and try to grab that top spot. Oh, they are all over the place behind. We're catching another caution, folks.
Man, caution is out.
We don't have a choice. We got to have a caution. They are parked over here in turns 1 and 2. Let's watch right there, the 46 car. 33 and the 2 get together. He gets a little slowed and jacked up, and 2 or 3 cars were parked there momentarily. Mr. Brunner, the first one facing backwards. I'm just keeping a note because if we had the over-under game going, we would be on caution number 2. So we'll line them up again, and as I was explaining before, the leader at the time of caution will get to pick inside or out on that front row. Everybody else, you'll line up odd on the inside, even on the outside. 3, 4, 5, 6 on back. Only guy that gets to pick is the leader. And I think Matt Eddy showed his hand right there a little bit. I don't think we'll have the same kind of restart when we get back to it this time.
Lights are back on the pace car. We're not going green this time. We are not going green.
Car coming around. That is the car that's several laps down, Oxford. And he is going to get at least one more of his laps back. Still showing him 9 laps down right now, but this time the lights are off on the pace truck. He'll get out of the way down here in turn number 4. We'll get into the start zone.
Green, green, green.
And green, green, green again. A little bit better start for the 91 car. That's going to keep that door open, and that is not what Matt Eddy wanted. You get trapped up on that high side, you are liable to go backwards real far, real quick. Connor looks like he's going to fight super hard to keep the lead. He just wants to get out front, clean air, and then set the pace of the race. Anytime somebody shows a nose to him inside or out, he is just going to crank it up enough to stay in front of him. And Dylan Connor out front. Matt Eddy now got Rutherford beside. That may be a battle that goes on for a couple laps. Can't let it go on for too long, or the group behind is going to catch up. DeMoore, Turnmeyer, Vinny, and Town all right there in that top 8. And Andrew Perry is going to clear Herzog now for 9th. Put Herzog 10th, and he is already under fire again as the 60 of Delaney is trying to take that 10th spot away. I saw Adam Vinny. I thought he got out of shape. Maybe it was the car to his outside, the 2 car of Town, that got a little bit sideways and opened up the lane so that Vinny could get by. They are battling hard right here. As you can see, Dylan and Joey Connor are now 1-2, and Rutherford is still battling with Eddy. Eddy got to the inside. They make contact right there in 3 and 4. And now Rutherford has 3rd. Eddy is 4th. DeMoore 5th right now. We got a caution behind. Oh, no, Dylan Delaney in the 60 car. Oh, a little contact between he and Andrew Perry. Now Perry crosses over. And then he got clobbered by Barry Hines right there. And the 60 car, a lot narrow on the front, looks more like a modified. But we'll slow things down for caution number 3. Connor. Then Rutherford and Eddie. DeMoore got 5th away from Turnmeyer. Turnmeyer 6th. Vinny is 7th. Town, Payette, and Herzog are the top 10 right now. Werdeman, Zachary, Westendorf, and Perry through 14th. Everybody else is either off the track or in the pits. And here comes the wave around car one more time. He is going to be up to about 7 laps off the pace. Yeah, it can be. There was a little contact down the back stretch. And then Perry crossed him over. And I don't know, maybe car just got a little snug right there towards the exit of turn 4. And a tiny bit of contact, and you can upset these cars enough that they'll turn around on you pretty fast. So we're going to get ready to go racing out of 4.
Green flag, green flag.
Let them come right through the camera shot right here. Boom, on the restart, the 2 Connors battling. It's going to be Rutherford trying to grab 2nd away from Joey Connor right here. They're going to stay side by side while Dylan Connor enjoys clean air and no pressure right now. DeMoore is through. He got around Matt Eddy right there. Eddy fell down in front of Adam Vinny. Vinny 6th. Marvin Turnmeyer is in 7th. Jeff Town trying to take that spot away from him as we speak. Payette alongside Herzog, and then Jeff Werdeman is tucked in right behind them. We are a third of the way. 33% of the way through this thing right here. And at the front, Rutherford finally going to clear Connor. Joey Connor, that is. Matt Eddy's up on the high side, and that's opening the door for Adam Vinny. And Jeff Town is going to try to stay tucked in real tight, right up against the back bumper. And as long as that door is open, he wants to get through it as well. We need that extra 10 horsepower there, Mr. Vinny. He's got them pink hoops on it tonight. He needs that extra 10 horsepower. Jeff Town got in there, got the left front down on the flat, had to get on the brakes. I thought for sure he was going around right there behind Adam Vinny, and man, he did a good job of keeping that car straight, square, and facing forward on the racetrack. Pete Dillon right out here. He's in front of the leaders. I got to look and see Dillon's a couple of laps down. Make it 1 full, almost 2. We've singled things out. Dylan Connor, Andrew Rutherford, Joey Connor, Austin DeMoore, Adam Vinny, Jeff Town, Matt Eddy, Marvin Turnmeyer, John Payette, and Mark Herzog are the top 10. Werdeman, Westendorf, Zachary, Perry back through 14th. Watching the leader, he's coming up on the back of the 7 car. Pete Dillon has some kind of issue early in the race. I think the second caution. Car came up out of the corner in turn 4 and looked like it just shut off on him. He got hit from behind, hit from the side, hit from the front. Whatever the issue is, he's back on the track. And he
All right, man,
needs
caution is out.
he
Caution
needs
is
that
out.
caution right there. That was the 57 of Herzog. Let's go see what happened to Mark. Looks like he is battling with John Payette right behind Marvin Turnmeyer right here. Oh, yeah, I got in there hot, had to get on the binders, and the back end of the car just kept coming around. Caution number 4 at lap number 34. Herzog up at the top, pacing around. He's looking for his spot in the line. Everybody's going to drop to the bottom, wave around car. There he comes, the 7 of Pete Dillon. And that should put the 7 back on the lead lap. And it does. He will join the back of the field. Dylan Connor, Andrew Rutherford, Austin DeMoore, Joey Connor are the front couple of rows here.
All right, man. Lights are back on the
Lights
pace car.
back on
We're
the
not
pace
going
cars.
green
We
this
wave
time. We're
around
not going green.
the 22 of Oxford. That'll make him 6 laps down. Connor Rutherford, Connor DeMoore, Town Vinny, or Vinny Town. I think Vinny's on the inside of that third row. Then Eddie and Turnmeyer, Payette and Werdeman. Westendorf and Zachary behind that. And then we're almost out of lead lap cars. They'll single file up behind that row about 4 or 5 deep. Coming out of 4, green flag, Rutherford. I thought he had it timed perfectly with the green flag. Was just a little hesitant on the throttle. And I'm pretty sure he is going to have to try to slide back into second. He'll cut down behind the 91. Oh, I thought the 91 got loose right there. That could have been pretty ugly. But Rutherford gave him room to save the car. DeMoore beside Joey Connor right now, and then Adam Vinny and Town are back together one more time. We are halfway this next time by. Austin DeMoore shuts the door on Adam Vinny. He pulled right down behind Joey Connor. Matt Eddy is trying to work the inside on Jeff Town. Man, that is some close quarters racing. Get the drone cam out. Go watch these two for a moment. Town still trying to work that upper line. He's working to the outside of Adam Vinny right now. That'll be a battle for the 5th spot. The 88 of Matt Eddy. Right behind, and then he's got Marvin Turnmeyer tucked in behind him. The battle for 5th. Side by side still. Hello, Panda. The YouTube chat. Adam Vinny currently holding off. Town on the bottom. Oh, no. Matt Eddy got in the back of Adam Vinny. Both cars are going to go around. Now the 22 slides in. Ooh, he just barely kept from getting into the nose of the 11. But all those drivers are going to go to the back. Right when we took that camera off of those guys. Tiny bit of contact there. That's coming out of 4. And I think Adam Vinny was just waiting for the car to get down to the bottom so he could get on the throttle. And Matt Eddy was able to get in there and get on the throttle just a tiny bit sooner. And he lifted up the back of the 11. So caution number 5 at lap 44. Connor, Rutherford, Connor, Demore, Town, Turnmeyer, Payette, Wardeman, Zachary, and Perry are our top 10. Oh, Matt Eddy on his way in. Must have missed pit road the first time we saw Adam Vinny take the trip down pit road.
All right,
Vinny
man.
now heading
Lights are
out.
back on the pace car. We're not going green this time. We are not going green.
And Adam Vinny will rejoin the field. He is going to be back here a ways. I'm going to put him back here somewhere in about 13th to 15th. We'll know when he catches all the way up. Looks like it's probably going to be around 12th.
Man, lights are back on the pace car. We're not going green this time.
Herzog's
We are
on his
not
way
going
out. Matt Eddy's on his way out of the pits. So we'll get ready for a restart. I think this time we should double them. Here comes Brunner to get a wave around. That should put us with 16 cars back on the lead lap now. Well, we still got about 31 laps to go. He's got to get a few spots.
Green, green, green.
Green flag in the air once again. Rutherford trying to find momentum, trying to race up there, get around the 91. He's not going to do it, but he slams the door on the 90 of Joey Connor, trying to get down in line. Connor will give him the space right there. Then Jeff Town and Austin Demore are going to go side by side for 4th. Demore with a tiny bit of damage on the right front. Driving hard through the top of the corner right now. Turnmeyer's right there in 6th. Payette currently in 7th. Brandon Zachary, rookie, started at the back of the field. No qualifying for our rookies. Contact. There went Oxford around. Boy, that was just ever so slight contact. And we're going to go watch DJ Oxford. He and Andrew Perry side by side. And Adam Vinny got a little piece of him. Not bad, but just a tiny bit. So we'll look at caution number 6 at lap 47. If we were over or under, I'd be praying for one more caution, you know. I always pick 7. These guys go to the end before we caught another one. Love having everybody in, guys. Thanks for keeping up in the chat. We appreciate it. If this is your first time, do not forget, hit that subscribe button on YouTube, Twitch, and Trovo. Like, share, and follow over on Facebook. 9 shows a week over 6 days. If you're a race fan, you can get your fix right here every week. Driver's waiting, I think, for the pace truck to catch up. Here he comes, weaving his way through. He's bringing the 92 with him. The 92 car lap down? Yeah, I think so. –
All right, man. Light you back on the pace car. We're not going green this time. We are not going green.
So we're getting another one back on the lead lap. I'm still only seeing 16. All right, lights are off this time. Looks like we're going to go green. Yeah, 9 wasn't looking too bad either, Bill. All right. Connor and Rutherford once again. Rutherford, can he get that timing? Man, so close. He's got about a quarter car advantage getting to the corner. He needs a big run right there, and he didn't get enough. And I just think Connor's playing with his food. Grabs the lead once again. Rutherford the second. Joey Connor into third. Jeff Town, Austin Demore, Turnmeyer side by side with Payette. They had a moment getting down into 3. I thought Payette might go around, but Turnmeyer is 7th. Zachary is 8th. Here comes Adam Vinny back. He goes around the high side of Werdeman. Didn't quite clear him. Couldn't get down in line. And there goes the 16. And that's going to be a big stack up. Matt Eddy gets a piece of that. Marvin Turnmeyer kind of took the brunt. Just a little bitty bit of contact off the nose of the 119 car. Yeah, he just got too tight through the center and washed up. Herzog gets it. Perry gets it. Eddie gets it. I think Westendorf got stopped, and then Oxford got a free and clear drive-through in the open gap right there. So lap 50, and we were caution number 7. 9 was looking really good now, Bill. Just saying. We decided to cut out the over-under on cautions game because it kind of seemed a little harsh. I guess the best word I could pick. And so we kind of had to do away with that. It wasn't like we were rooting for cautions. We just were trying to see how many we would have. And I think some people maybe got a little offended by that. So it's all good. We just decided we were going to drop that, and we'll see how this pick a spot deal goes. But here comes the 22 to get a wave around again. That should get him close. He should be about only 4 or 5 laps down now. I don't think he'll have enough to get back on the lead lap. I don't see us getting 5 more cautions is what I don't see, but. Yeah, I thought it was a lot of fun too, and it was never meant to be any malice or malicious in any way. It was just meant to kind of be fun for everybody, and it got a lot of you guys engaged to, get in the chat, be part of the chat, and that was what we enjoyed. And we got to give away some fun prizes too, so. So it looks like we still have 15 cars on the lead lap, 16 on the track. One driver is about 5 laps down right now. A little over 4 laps, about 4 laps down maybe. Yeah, it's showing 5. So we'll get a restart here, 24 to go.
Green flag, green flag.
And that time, Connor missed a shift. That might be a game changer. He is going to really drive it hard right here for the next lap and a half, I promise you. He does not want anybody out in front of him, and Rutherford is trying to make that a reality. Rutherford now out of 2. He really had to get that in the first lap, or it just probably isn't going to happen. Because if the tires come up to temperature, that 91 car has got a decided advantage on the inside line. Don't look now, folks, but the 2 car, Jeff Town, and we have been talking about him since his debut in the series about how fast he is and how if he gets up here to the front, he could challenge the 91 car every single night. Now, Connor out in front of Rutherford. Town trying to work on the outs. Oh, there goes the 91 off the nose. Oh, no, that was not what we wanted to see. We definitely did not want to see that. Jean Payette got a piece of that. Good through turns 1 and 2, and Rutherford got tight on him getting. Oh, he was trying to get down behind him, and he wasn't quite clear. Ouch. I don't think he was trying to do anything to the 91 but slide into that tiny gap that was there, and he'd done it a couple of times before, and he just wasn't quite clear of the right rear corner. And he bumped the right rear, spun out the 91. And I think he is going to end up going to the back on that deal, and that's going to put the 90 of Joey Connor onto the front row with the 2 of Jeff Town, DeMoore, Zachary, Vinny now back up in the top 5, Westendorf, Werdeman, Dillon, Herzog, and Turnmeyer
All right, man.
should be our top
Back on the
10.
pace car. We're not going green this time. We are not going green.
We still got 20 laps to go. This is so far from over now. And we're going to have a big shakeup and a big mix of drivers in this one. At the front, Joey Connor breakthrough, get his first ever win in the series. He's got a couple of podiums, just does not have the W. Looks like the left rear of that car is pushed in pretty good right now. Jeff Town, another car that does not have a win in the series, has some podiums, has started at the back pretty much every race, and now able to use his qualifying times.
Green flag, green
And
flag.
he is going to become a factor in this. He got a great start. Jeff Town, the 2 car, got a fantastic start right there. What can he do with the momentum down the backstretch? Half a car out in front. Didn't give a lot of room on the exit, and that's probably the best thing he could do is keep that inside car pinned down so he can't come up the track. This time Connor just moves him up the hill, and Joey Connor will grab the front. Here comes Austin DeMoore, and DeMoore missed the corner a little bit, but that's not going to open it up long enough for Adam Vinny to get there. Vinny, however, will go through to 4th as he passed Brandon Zachary, and he's got fresher tires than everybody in front of him. Jeff Werdeman now working on the inside of the 119 car, trying to get into the top 5. Haven't seen the 81 car with a top 5 finish in a minute. Pete Dillon is back at this thing. He is up here in about 7th right now. Score him 8th currently, but he's working on Westendorf. And now here comes the 91, and he's going to force a 3 wide. Fresh tires, and he wants to giddy up and go. He's only got 15 laps to get there. Dylan Connor back alongside. He's got the inside position on the 92 car currently. He hadn't cleared him just yet. I think it's only a matter of time. The fresher tires, the inside line. Joey Connor up front. Town 2nd. DeMoore is 3rd. Vinny is still 4th. And I think Jeff Town's just kind of sitting there stalking a little bit, and he's going to look for that opening. Caution behind. 5 of John Payette. He and Dillon are side by side. Got a little help off the nose of the 57. He got checked up there on the exit of 2. So we're going to slow it down with 13 to go. We'll have our 9th caution. Connor Town-Demore, Vinny Werdeman, Zachary, Connor, then Westendorf, Rutherford, and Dylan are the top 10 currently. Rutherford took the EOL for the incident with Dylan Connor, and he is kind of in his tire tracks, working his way right back up through behind him. There comes John Brunner.
All right, man. Light you back on the pace car. We're not going green.
Here comes
this
the
time. We're
22
not
car
going
once
green.
again. Man, that's going to get him really close. He is going to be about 2 or 3 laps down. He was 12 laps down after we started. With the first 12 laps, missed him. And he has got all the way back to 3 laps down. He's got to wave around every single time. There's been a caution period. So now we're doubled back up. Can Jeff Town get another great start? And can he use that to get around the 90? Inside line has been so good. Just has a big advantage. You really got to get a great start. You got to be able to keep the momentum. And you got to get a big run off the exit of 2 and 4 to do anything on the high side. And it just hasn't come
Green
yet.
flag, green flag.
Jeff Town with another good start. He's going to keep it side by side. Now gets a little loose on the exit of 2. Had to roll out a little. Connor goes by. DeMore now pushes his way up alongside. Adam Vinny right behind. He's trying to figure out what line's going to go. Big wreck behind. I'm going to tell you, the 91 car is in this. He's right behind Werdeman, right beside Brandon Zachary. 70 of Rutherford right behind. Oh, and the 19. Oh, man. We need to go look at Brandon Zachary. Man, did he have a tough one. See what happened to him off the top side of 4 right here. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he got a little help, and he clipped the 91 and then the 92. Got right into Dylan Connor. So we're going to slow it down. 10 cautions. We got 10 to go. Laps are dwindling down. We'll have 10 to go when we go back to green. It'll be 9 officially when they drop the green flag. Josh Westendorf has moved to the top of the racetrack. It looks like he is going to fall to the back. Dylan Connor stays a lot of damage on that car, but he stays out there. He's about 8th currently.
All right, man. Light you back on the pace car. We're not going green this time. We are not going green.
22 and the 46, both taking wave rounds. That will now put Brunner back on the lead lap for sure. And that is going to get DJ Oxford to about 2 laps down. Matt Eddy back on track to try to
All right, man.
save some points.
Back on the pace car. We're not going green this
As
time.
we
We are not
extend
going
the
green.
caution one more time. All right, doubled up. Looks like we're going to go back to green. Jeff Town has gotten very good starts on the outside. He's just not able to clear the guys on the inside line. Up to the gears. Out of turn 2. He's going to be alongside this time, and he's got a good run down into 3 and 4. Can he pull it off? Be the first guy to make a pass on the high side tonight. Man, he is fighting hard right there. Here comes the 70 of Rutherford inside on Vinny. DeMore, the only car single right there, and he's in 30s in between 2 rows of tour. They're 2 rows behind that, Werdeman and Herzog. Or no, I'm sorry, that's Werdeman and Dylan Connor that are side by side, and Dylan's got the high side on that deal. I want to stay on the battle at the front because it's still side by side. This is the 3rd lap. And Jeff Town fighting hard on the high side. There was almost contact right there. Into 1 and 2. He's able to stay right on the door. He's got the advantage when they come out of the corner. He just cannot get clear of the 90 as we're coming around wave lap this time. 5 to go. Side by side, still at the front for the lead. Town by half a car. If he can get that run right here out of 4, he'll be able to clear. And Jeff Town had the lead by a car length. Now down the backstretch. Can he clear and get to the bottom? Almost. He just cannot clear the 90 fully getting into the corner. This time down the hill and almost contact again. We're under 3 to go. Now he's clear by a full car. 90 car in, pushes him and shoves him up the hill. Contact. Something's got to give, and it's going to be Joey Connor going around. You fight that hard, that long. And they were tight. Little bump right there in the left rear corner. Moved the 2 up the hill. Then he got up and into the door. Oh, Herzog got turned off the nose of the 22 right there. That's unfortunate for him. So, a 360 spin around. We are going to go green, white, checker. With Town, DeMore, Rutherford back in the top 3. He got around Adam Vinny there during that battle at the front. Vinny is still 4th. Dylan Connor is 5th. Payette, Herzog, Zachary, Brunner, and Eddie are the top 10. Westendorf, Dylan, and Joey Connor through 13th. Everybody else either not on the lead lap or off track. We'll probably get a wave. I don't know if we're going to get a wave around with a 2 to go or not. We might. We may be single file for the restart. I'm not sure yet. Pace truck's getting out of the way. Everybody's trying to get the 2 to go. There we go. We needed that. I didn't think that was, I thought that'd be a big advantage for the 7 car right there, being able to go that late to the outside and have momentum under acceleration. I did not think that would be a very fair restart, and I am glad they waved that off. Are we going green this time? Because we're doubled up. There goes the pace truck.
Green, green, green.
Jeff Town. Been getting good restarts on the outside. Can he get a great one on the inside? He's got the lead through 1 and 2. DeMore can settle into 2nd if he goes to the bottom right here. He does right in front of Rutherford. Dylan Connor is going to try to make a move for 4th on Adam Vinny late in this one. We're under the white flag. And now Rutherford's going to go make a move down here in 3 and 4 on the inside. Jeff Town is going to pick up his first win Out of 4 side by side. DeMoore second. Rutherford third. Connor and Vinny 4 and 5. Herzog 6th. Payette. Zachary. Eddie. Brunner. Joey Connor 11th. Westendorf. Dylan. Oxford. Werdeman. Turnmeyer. Perry. Delaney. Hines, Knowles, and Griffin. Let's get them down here. Let's try to talk to our top 3. We got to get them all. There's Rutherford. DeMoore. Austin DeMoore. Excuse me. And Jeff Town. There's Jeff Town. So we'll get them up here in 3rd, 2nd, and 1st place order. And we'll quickly talk to the driver of the 70 car. Andrew Rutherford, you got a copy?
I think so. You got me?
I got you. Hard fought all night long. Had a little incident there with Mr. Connor. Tell me what happened there.
Yeah, I don't know. I want to say I misjudged it. I'll take responsibility for it. I don't know if they were kind of trying to let Dylan fill it, or whoever, one of the Connors. I don't know if they're trying to let him fill it. I felt like he checked up, but I took the blame for it. I don't know. It was close racing. It was a lot of fun. I think both of us were saving our stuff towards the end. I think both of us had a good fast car. It was hard racing. It's probably most likely my fault.
It looked like you were trying to get down in the hole, and you had done it several times and gotten in between them pretty good. And I felt like maybe you missed it by about a foot right there and just clipped his right rear. So, good hard racing. You were just trying to get in a spot because the real estate was probably the most important thing. Being down on that bottom line was super important.
Yeah, this track is really one groove. You can hang on the outside for 3 or 4 laps, and you get that right front hot, and you can fall back. But I definitely was trying to fill that hole, and I did feel like I misjudged it. So I feel bad. We raced really clean together. He's fastest car in here for sure, and probably got a little excited that I was keeping up with him, but he's probably just riding. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I just totally misjudged it.
Well, always fun, and then you have to charge back through the field, and you're going to come home 3rd tonight. So that last run, we had a couple of cautions, but no spots are free.
Yeah, man, they were wrecking. We were dodging them. They were sliding all over the place. Usually on a little bull ring like this, that kind of happens. It's super easy to pick the throttle up a millisecond before the car in front of you and pick them up, spin them around in front of the field. So a lot of it was trying to play the odd number game, right? So that way you can start on the inside on a restart. And we did pretty good with that. I think we had 1 restart on the outside, but we got lucky and got a hole. I think someone missed a shift. So pretty fortunate, happy with the 3rd place, especially with this group of cars, man. These guys in this league are lights out. They don't mess up. They're clean. They're fast. It's a great group of guys.
Well, awesome run, man. Some shout-outs, some thank yous, and we'll let you get out of here, bud.
All right, I want to thank Marv and all the guys that put on this league and allowing me to run it. I would like to thank you you do an amazing job broadcasting. I always go back, watch the races, and you're phenomenal. Thank you for that. I'd like to thank Ronnie York and the Real World Racing, Forts Engineering, All-Star Performance, Devin Roplier Custom PCs, and then the group of guys I race with, Jeff, Pete, Brandon, DJ. It's a good group in here. I really enjoy it. Thank you. Have a good one.
All right, man. Thanks for chatting with us. We'll look forward to seeing you back next Tuesday. Andrew Rutherford finishing in 3rd, and now I think we're going to talk to John Payette at the end of this, but we're going to move on. We're going to talk to our 2nd place driver in the 7 car, Austin DeMoore. You kept it hanging around there in the top 6, 7, 8 cars all night long, and at the end, a couple of gifts, but man, you really had to work to bring this thing home 2nd tonight.
Yeah, it was a tough one, tough field. Everybody was close. Towards the end there, about halfway through, the car got loose. So kind of had to manage that and just keep it going forward and make sure I could keep picking cars off.
Yeah, it looked like everybody was trying to get to the bottom of the pass, and if you'd get just a little offline, somebody was there to stick their nose in, and you fought a lot from the top side tonight.
Yeah, the top was really good, for me at least. I could hang out there for 5, 6 laps and get around the guy that was beneath me.
Awesome run, man. Give me some shout-outs and thank yous. We're going to let you head out of here tonight.
I want to thank the whole Epic Racing Association team for putting on the race, my sponsors, Scrub It Up, DeAndrews Construction, and I also want to thank my wife for letting me do this every Tuesday night.
All right, man. Great run tonight. Congrats on the finish. We'll look forward to seeing you next week.
Yep, thank you.
That's Austin DeMore in the 7 car. He finished in second, and now he's been right there since he was a rookie, and he's finally going to break through and get that win. Jeff Town, interesting night, but you're going to come home and pick up some hardware.
I'll take it. It's nice being able to qualify. This is the first time I've been able to talk to you since being able to do so. So, yeah, what a tough race.
Yeah, it looked like you went forward. Then you went back a little. You got pinned on the outside, fell like a rock, got yourself back to the inside, and one at a time you were picking them off. And then at the end, all of a sudden, you're on the front row for restarts, and nobody was able to get that outside to go. You finally got it to work.
Yeah, I kind of had to, I had to pinch Joey a little bit, but that's the only way to make it work. And even doing so, I think I may have gotten a contact thing maybe once or twice. So I appreciate him racing me clean during that. Unfortunately, what happened to him, that sucks. I kind of was going to go.
Yeah, it looked like, a little tap, and he kind of moved you up the hill, and then coming off the corner, maybe just a little tight, and he got into the door, and it really just freed his car up. You were able to drive away. Were you felt the first tap, I'm sure. Were you expecting that second one?
We were narrowing down to the end, so I kind of figured there was something coming. No, I didn't really expect the second. I was glad I was able to save that, but yeah, just hard racing. You get down to the end of them, you want to do what you got to do to try to win the race. So I respect it. I would have probably done the same thing, and I'm sure we'll be seeing more of it as the season goes on.
Well, an awesome run, man. You're going to pick up the win. Give me some shout-outs, some thank yous before we let you go celebrate.
Got to thank the wife for letting me do this. That's about it. I got to thank the guy. I got to thank you for broadcasting this thing. I got to thank the guys for putting it on, and like always, the group. I like racing with this group. It's a lot of fun. They're clean, and it makes it worth staying up or staying on here for a few hours. It makes it worth it when you can race good with other people.
All right, man. Awesome job. Congrats on the win. Good job breaking through. We'll look forward to seeing if you can back that up next week, sir.
Thank you. Have a good night.
That is your winner tonight, Jeff Town. Now let's move on, and we are going to grab our random driver for the evening. He finished in 7th, and no one picked the 5 car. So we do not have a pick-the-spot winner this week. But John Payette, that thing looks like it has been in a little bit of a war.
Yeah, we had a tough little race tonight. We started in the back with a poor qualifying effort and raced hard to the front, got in a couple little mix-ups with some guys and went to the back and managed to get way back up to the front again. And, I'll take a 7th place.
Yeah, it looked like this track, it always races tough, but when everybody knows you got to fight for the bottom and they're wanting to be right there, if you make one mistake and shove the nose in, it seemed like a lot of contact on left rear corners and left-hand doors. You've got a bunch of damage on the right. How did that get there?
There was an incident. I don't remember where, if it was off 4 or off of 2. A couple guys got together, and somebody came down into my right side and got me. I went in the pits and got a little bit of the damage fixed up so that I could, handle the car pretty good there, and we managed to get back up to 7th. I like this place. It's a fun little racetrack.
All right, man. Well, awesome run. Some shout-outs, some thank yous. We'll let you get out of here tonight.
Yeah, sounds good. I want to thank the Bent Keg, Egan Family Dairy, the Meat Block, Rocket Motorsports, and appreciate everyone for tonight's efforts. Thanks.
All right, man. Thanks for chatting with us, buddy. That is John Payette. He had what looks like a really tough night in the car, but he's going to come home with a 7th place finish, so congrats to him. That is going to do it on a Tuesday night for us. I want to thank everybody for being here, guys. It was fun in the chat. We had no winner for the pick the spot deal tonight. John Pyatt finished 7th. No one picked him. So next week we'll try. We'll have a different number. We'll try it again. A lot of fun. Don't forget to join us tomorrow night about 8:15, 8:30 Eastern for the Midwest Truck Series, their last race of the 2024 year. Not their last season race, but the last one for 2024. They'll be off for Christmas, off for New Year's. And then join us again on Thursday night about 10 after, 8 after the 8 o'clock hour Eastern for the season and 2024 series finale of the Netcode Esports Red Driver Mighty Midget Series. Will crown a season champion and the Iron Man, which is all of 2024. Every race they count. And a lot of points scored, but I know Bo Brandon is going to probably win both. I know he's won the Ironman already. He's going to take a couple victory laps after his win in race number 2 last week. And then Friday night, I'll wrap our week up at 10 o'clock Eastern with the American Dirt Series 360 Wing Sprint Cars, round number 2 of that series. So that's the rest of our week. Make sure you join us. Want to thank you for being here. Without you, there's no reason for us to do this. Without all the awesome leagues giving us great racing, like we saw again here tonight, there is nothing to cover. High fives, pat on the backs. Everybody kudos there. Till we see you the next time. Peace and love to everybody. Keep the rough side facing down. If we don't see you before Christmas, have a Merry, Merry Christmas and an awesome